What's your age?
22.
Are you single?
No.
How long you had a man?
5 years.
And how long have you had a baby?
He's almost 2.
Was it with him or with somebody else?
Him.
I don't know why that's a funny question to me. How long you had a man? 5 years. How old's your baby? 2. With him? Nah. I was cheating him with the next man, and he's taking care of a cuck baby. I don't know.
Like taking care of a cuck baby?
Yeah. Basically, he's a cuckold. Cuck baby.
That's a crazy thing to call one of your classmates. Cuck baby, cuck baby.
I'm just saying, it's just so like
Yeah.
you've been spending too much time in the red pill space when people ask that question, and they think it's a sensible question. Couples been together for 10 years. Oh, how many kids y'all got? 3. How old are they? 2, 3, and 4. Are they all your husband?
Are they all your husband or you a whore?
Yeah.
So how much does he have to make to take care of you and your daughter?
At least $1,000 a month.
$1,000 a month?
Food, groceries, car insurance, diapers, wipes.
Now, how much would you say a man has to make annually to take care of a family of 3?
Annually, overall, at least 30 grand a year.
On just a baby? Or,
Every expense you would need for a stay-at-home mom and a child.
but if he's spending $30K a year on,
What?
The math is not math.
Isn't it?
I don't mind you, lady, because you're not like it's not that much, whatever, man, whatever, or you're not aware, or you're a stay-at-home mom and you're not aware of what's the prices out there. But $30K a year for a family of 3, I don't know in what trailer park you live.
I mean,
Bang, 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 bang.
and
bang,
also
bang,
to
bang,
be
bang.
fair, we're city people. Plenty of people in rural areas make that work, depending on where they're starting. Are they starting off in a high rent area or low rent area? Depending on a lot of places.
You're not wrong.
See, we have to also take ourselves out of the fact that we think our reality is everybody else's reality. 35 grand a month on a couple who are not spending like crazy.
You're not wrong, because I got family that are rural, and just the prices of the house. I remember my wife's cousin bought her house for $100,000 back then.
Yeah.
It's paid since then. But
Yeah.
it's like it's 2 of them. They good.
Right.
But around people, a lot of people around their way. Yeah, you're right. You're not wrong.
Also,
You're
it's
not
possible
wrong.
they may have inherited a small home from somebody in a rural area. We don't know the situation.
Yeah, but,
the idea,
they also don't spend as much as us. You know
right?
what I mean?
Because
They don't-
how much she said? How much does he need to make to take care of you and the baby? She said about $1,000 a month. Some people don't believe that, but that's actually very reasonable for a lot of folks.
reasonable. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Because, yeah, you're right. The big city thing does come into factor and stuff like that. The fact that we go out a lot. The fact that I don't have a kid, so I spend on a lot of fucking shit that they're not going to spend on. And a lot of rural places, I think you're right.
And here's the other end of that. People will say, oh, she sounds ridiculous. On the other hand, you have so many people who are going to say stuff like, oh, you need to now be making $100K each to be able to manage it. Or you need $135K combined income. It depends on where you live.
It depends on where you live.
But that's definitely not true for most of the place that you live in. It depends also what kind of lifestyle you want. Some people are keen on just living in their country and living in their city and going to local events all the time. Some folks want to travel a lot more. All I'm trying to say is, depending on your goals, you may need to be able to make more money. But a lot of people are content with their town, with their area, doing their set of activities. And that's not necessarily an incredibly expensive lifestyle where you need 70, 80, 90 grand. And the reason why I kind of believe a lot of what she's saying is because the income she's describing makes sense for the kind of man that she's out with at her age. She said she'd been with him for 25 years, right? She's 21, young when they met. For someone at 21, 22 to have a partner and a child, you're probably going to be with a guy.
Your starting salary.
So that's why it sounds realistic to me when she says this kind of stuff at the age that she's at. Me, it's the girls who are 20 and 21 and said, I need a guy who makes 6 figures.
Yeah,
Like,
you're right.
That's the ridiculous one, not her.
Not her. And on top of that, I remember, like, I got a joke that is talking about the fact that we pay a lot of rent in the city.
Yes.
And when I do this joke in the city, motherfuckers are dying.
Yeah.
But when I go outside the city,
They don't
when I
get
go to
it.
more, they're like, no, they get it. Like, yeah, we get that. We get that it's expensive, but that's not our reality. So I get a laugh. I still get a laugh, but the laugh is not the same.
Yeah.
So I think you're right on that one.
Yeah. I mean, I lived in Montreal for a long time, okay? It was been, 10 years now? It used to be different when I first moved here.
100%.
3-bedroom, 2-bedroom apartments, you can get it for $700 a month.
Back then, yeah.
Do you think I could have supported a family on 35 grand? Absolutely, with that kind of rent.
10 years ago.
10 years ago, I would say even up until maybe
The COVID.
6, 7, I would say was still the case.
When you talk about that and you talk about, when you're saying that, all the people that are following us from New York
Yeah.
are going to lose their shit.
But people in New York deserve their rent. Okay?
I was about to talk about my cousin.
The only people who live in good in New York are the rats. And the pigeons.
They live in fat and heavy.
Yeah, rent free.
Fat and heavy.
Yo, I ain't never seen rodents walk into someone else's apartment and own the bitch like they pay rent themselves.
I've never seen rodent asking me for cigarettes.
Yeah. And pigeons just slapping food out of your hand and be like, yo, me and my niggas trying to eat. Yo, put that shit down there.
Yo, have you ever seen a pigeon? Break yourself, fool. It's a sticker. Give me every burger you got.
Yo, aggressive.
That chopped cheese? Mine.
Yeah. Chop cheese, dead ass, nigga.
Have you ever seen a pigeon with Tim's?
Yeah, it's different. It's different. Say.
They be like, grr, grr.
Spending $30K a year on both you and your daughter, how much more would you need to make to live comfortably?
Oh, we are comfortable. That's comfortable.
So a family of 3 could survive off of just $40K a year?
Yeah. It's just not going to be a lavish lifestyle. But this economy sucks.
So you just make it work.
Yeah.
And she understands. It's not going to be a lavish lifestyle. Yeah, it's my fault. It was me. Sorry, lady.
Okay, I'm not crazy. Okay, the comments did ask this question. If a woman says she's been with her man for 5 years and their daughter's 2, maybe don't be a complete dick and ask if it's hers. Yeah, if it's his. Of course. I'm telling you, this is online stuff. Even this guy I've seen him do interviews, and you could tell he's really bought into the whole red pill stuff. So when he goes to Miami and he asks these people these questions, he gets outlandish, and he's used to asking it because that's what he's consumed. But if you've been in real life, you realize that a lot of this is not realistic. I'm telling you, it's interesting watching this because you're seeing internet meets real life people, and you see the contrast.
4 years after high school, I was not making 100,000.
No.
I started making 100,000 3 years ago.
I'll give you guys the best piece of advice I can say in regards to money and spending. Don't just think about how to make $100K a year. Think about how to actually preserve your money and extend it. Because the truth is, most people I see who like just worry about how they're going to get to the higher end bracket incomes, okay, think that that's going to solve all their problems, not realizing that a lot of the spending issues that they have when they're poor are going to extend themselves to when they're rich, and they're still not going to be that great with how they handle their money. That's why a lot of people end up becoming rich very quickly or find some kind of get out. They end up wasting a lot of that money in the first 5 years and learn a bunch of lessons the hard way. You are much better equipped, okay, to handle whatever comes progressively in terms of larger amounts of income if you learn how to pocket it, how to budget, how to save, how to recognize like, yo, this expense that I have every month is the reason why I'm staying poor. This expense, like, the amount of people I see who are poor or, you know, middle class at best, and they regularly Uber Eats shit is crazy.
I was about to go there. You know your boy Caleb Hammer?
Yeah.
The guy that we covered at some point?
Yeah.
A lot of time that's what it is. The Uber Eats bill is crazy. Eating out. Crazy. So you mean sometimes some of these people that are complaining they don't have their finances together, they eat one meal at home. Like, you can't afford to Starbucks, the Uber Eats Starbucks. Starbucks is already crazy price. And then you...
I'll say this. I hope you guys never have to live how I lived. Because me and Prince, I'm 34 now. I think we only started making cheddar 2020, okay? Maybe 2019. Before then, my whole adult life, if you guys knew what kind of income I was living on every year, and I would say it hovered anywhere from 23 to 30,000, and I would have full apartments I'd rent sometimes, or I have one roommate at best. But I did everything I could strategically to make sure not only was I putting away money, but I was living in a way that enabled me to eat regularly, pay my rent on time, not accrue debt, but also save a bit of money on the side. Not a lot, but I needed to for my business. And now these very same habits, I talked about this with Preach, carry over. Like, my penny pinching carries over even now that I got money. Like in the dumbest ways.
Sometimes I gotta look at him like, dude,
Like, okay, here's an example, okay?
just take your card out.
We got a Discord. Go check it out. We having discussions in there. After videos drop, I'm always in there talking to people.
Yeah.
You can also check out a Reddit where we get a lot of these topics. So if you post over there, we're much more likely to see it. Our Instagrams are also below in the description. So if you want to see more footage of us behind the scenes, stuff we're doing when we're traveling, dancing, music. Here's an example. This is one of the... I wasted maybe 3 hours trying to save $150 on a flight by like rerouting shit, maybe buying it with points and then using this fucking benefit and then looking at comparative websites and then flying it on a Tuesday morning. Like, I spent hours because that's what I had to do when I was poor, just so I could travel anywhere, okay? This is how you know it's real. I'm doing this today when I got some decent money on the side. And I had a point where I'm like, yo, I need to go check my account to see like his number. And then I saw the money in the account. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck am I doing?
He sent me a screenshot of the money on his account.
Right, because
I was like, yeah, I've been telling you.
Because I put everything into investments, right? And I'm just like, what the fuck am I doing? I've wasted 3 hours that I could have put towards work to save $150, and it cost me more.
Yeah, I know.
I could have made like $1,000 or $2,000 editing videos.
I know, and the thing that happened is that I told you about that shit a long time ago.
What?
But you're still in that. You know what we call that? We call that trauma. That's trauma.
I think so. Heritage.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? This is actually what I know the right term for this.
Oh,
It's you know what it's
who
like?
are you?
These are self-defense mechanisms.
Yes, it
that
is.
you build in order to protect yourself.
But that's what your parents did as well.
Right, you inherit those things because you need them. But I always remember this thing. It's almost like the metaphor of like the war robot who's built for war, and then the war ends, and it's like, what do I do now?
Mm-hmm.
How do you just redo all that programming? It's very difficult because you were literally manufactured for one purpose, and now you have to live like a very civilian-oriented
You've been
lifestyle.
living in that penny pinching habit longer than you have money. Like the money thing. So it's like 34 years old. All right. So you just been making money for the past, 4 years? So the whole 34 years, of course, it's going to outweigh the 4 years. It just it happened yesterday.
DNA.
So even me, when like my girl, when she sends me to the grocery store and I see a good deal on something, and we need some rice, I bring 2 pouches of rice.
Yeah.
And she goes, we need some green beans. 2 because I need to store that shit because I don't know whenever the shit that we don't know. So we have a different method, but it's the same thing. My grandparents used to do that as well. It's like that. And before I did this thing, you were penny pinching. I had 3 jobs. That's what it was.
I have friends over sometimes during winter, and then I see them adjust the heater, and my African mom comes into my voice. She's like,
yes.
who's paying for that?
You. And you're good.
So why are you so comfortable touching my heater meter? If you're not gonna pay for it, like, cause my mom, okay, you don't understand, like, living in Canada as a teenager, and it's minus like 25.
No, they don't know
what
what it
downstairs, I'm in the living room adjusting it, and before I could even finish adjusting it, from on top of the stairs, she says, "What are you doing? Why? Who's going to pay for it?" But I'm like, "Mom, it's cold." "Okay, wear a jacket." "Inside? Are you crazy? Wear a jacket." And that's the environment I grew up in.
Bro, the minute I started to pay some electricity bill, I turned the lights so quick in my apartment. Every light.
Yeah.
Click, 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 click. I was turning shit off so quick.
Yeah. Yeah. So before anyone try to, oh, you guys are rich, bro. I've been poor most of my life, and I ain't been none different. And I honestly still think I think like a poor person, but now I'm trying to break out of that a little bit. Because I'm making so many mistakes with my investments and taxes, it's crazy. But it's because I have to undo that program. I think that's actually one of the things that keeps rich people rich and poor people poor. Is just the information that they learn and the habit that they learn from somebody who knows better. Because I could have saved hundreds of thousands from a young age if I just had better knowledge in regards to a lot of financial shit. But anyways.
That being said, coconuts in Barbados.
That being said, there's a way you can make $1 million so you can spend it on a sugar baby. Cause that shorty there, bro, she like me for me. Cause I got game. All right, anyways.
That's never not gonna be funny.
But honestly, there's a way. No, because like, I was talking to Myron the other day. right.
I have lost 100% of the guy friends who have said they liked me. Seriously, not a single guy friend that I've had in all my years that has confessed to me, I am still friends with. There was this TikTok video floating around of some guy saying, oh yeah, like girls, they know. Yeah, we know, and we're not gonna say anything because as soon as we acknowledge it, as soon as that secret's out in the open, that friendship is over. Like, if you tell me that you like me and I don't like you back, it seems selfish and inconsiderate for me to just keep being friends with you and just acting normal when I know that.
Yes.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think it's great. I think it's also selfish and inconsiderate if you know somebody has a crush on you and you just want to act like it's not there.
Yeah.
But at least you're going to respect the fact that you're aware. You know, she's one of the few people I've ever seen who says, yeah, we know you guys like us. Because a lot of women be like, oh, shut up, you know. Guys, when they like girl, very hard for them to hide it. Just their body posture, the way they lean in, the way they engage with that person. It's like very obvious to everybody. So whenever women have lied to me and said they didn't know, I'm like, I ain't buying that shit for one fucking second. Now, just want to say I appreciate her being very honest and transparent with everything she's saying.
Know that you want something more. The right thing to do feels like to give you your space so that you can move on. And it's always very sad. We're friends, and then they either tell me they like me or somehow it gets out, and then we both sort of have to acknowledge it. And oftentimes there's a period where they either ignore me or they ghost me, or in some cases they start getting really mean. And then we just don't really talk anymore, and you just kind of become very cordial with each other. I don't know, I think this is just like something that happens to girls that people don't really talk about.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing we're calling a friendship is not a friendship. Because the goal was not friendship. The end goal was not friendship. The goal was to be with you. And that's not happening. So why would I be around? Now, I think it's wrong that the person just starts to be mean with you. That's weird. That's just balled up feelings that they hear and expressing in that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's weird. That's a bit toxic.
Well, when she says mean, what does that mean? Cold?
What?
What does it mean to be cold? Because you know sometimes you're cold with somebody.
No, mean. She said mean.
Yeah, but cold can be seen as mean.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
We'd have to define what she means by mean.
But it could mean
it could be a bunch of things.
Like sometimes I've been rejected by somebody. I'm like, all right, and then I'm like, all right, we'll have a good day. And like that's it. I was like,
what
do I mean to hang around? Like, how's your day? After you rejected me, do you feel better?
God. Okay, well, I'm cool. Do you want to still go out and eat? No. Okay, cool. Well, all right. Well, I didn't insult you. It's like,
let me take my ball and leave.
The thing that happened is that girls, she's saying like, yeah, this is something that girls go through. Yeah, because you're a girl and that's your dynamic and that's fine. Guys go through the same thing as well. As much, I wouldn't know. I don't have the numbers, but it's something that people go through. Yeah.
But I liked her video. I played it.
Yeah, because she was conscious.
Yeah.
Hottest thing a guy can do.
I'm not really into nice guys because I look boys, so I can't really think of anything nice that they can do.
My lucky day, hell yeah. I'm just joking. All right, and what's the worst thing a guy can do?
I guess be nice.
Be nice.
Because sometimes if you're too nice, it gives like, it's like the ick.
Really?
You know? Because it's like, why are you so nice?
Do you like when guys like degrade you type shit? Is that what you like?
Not degrade me, but like, you know. Because I feel like if a guy is nice, that means he gets no girls, and that's like a turn off, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Yeah. But then I'm on social media like, I want a guy that gets no bitches, but like that's just not true, so.
Okay.
I like the fact that she's honest about it. I like the fact that she's honest.
Location, Miami, Florida.
Yo.
I saw everyone getting mad about it. I will never for the life of me understand why people watch videos in these like big ass metropolitan areas like Miami or some shit and then be like, oh my God, the women like.
But also, when I was younger, girls were thinking like that. As I grew older, I don't hear that speech when they're older as much. Not as much. But it's maybe also an age thing.
Maybe it's an age thing. Maybe it's like, you know, you magnify some comments that you hear that are really inflammatory from a few people. But how common even was it when you were really younger? How common?
It was very common.
Okay.
In that age group and under, they tend to think like that. And when I grow older and I got people around my age, late 30s, 40s, mid 40s, They don't really think like that. They ain't got time. I just want peace.
I think it's normal. Like I said, when you're younger, you're going to go after the shiny toy, right? The one that everyone else wants, which is why you're constantly thinking about how socially you're viewed. And so as you get older, that kind of fades over time. Were they talking like this person specifically? Maybe not, but they would use different lingo. And like, obviously, there was the popular people. By virtue, if there's somebody who was popular, that means a lot of people are going after people who were with a lot of other people.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how it works.
Yeah.
Do I hear this shit nowadays? Not really. I think, and if you hear that from somebody out there, you like, that bitch is dysfunctional. That's all you'd be thinking.
One of us. One of us. Yeah. One of us.
I don't know. I haven't heard that shit like that in like a good 10, 12 years.
You're old now.
Even like the whole like, oh, he's too nice, I prefer a fuckboy. Like, that's for like the dysfunctional people. Really. It's always funny to me because the problem isn't actually that the person is nice. Is that the problem looks like person looks like a pushover. That's essentially what they're saying.
Yes.
Right? They're not saying like, if a really attractive guy came by and like got these girls flowers and was like, hey, I'd like to take you out. Of course they're gonna love that shit.
Yep.
There's not a single woman on this planet who will love that shit. Whenever these people say this nice stuff, they're essentially saying like, are you boring? Are you really dull? Are you lacking any kind of edge? Are you a doormat? That's essentially what they're saying is synonymous with nice.
The girl algebra is this. If an ugly guy is nice, it's because he has to. And if a nice guy, a good-looking guy is nice, he don't have to do that shit.
No.
So that's hot, right? He's really nice.
Trust me, okay? I have seen so many guys with quote-unquote nice guy game like get so far. And even now as I get older, like, I'm not gonna lie, this is a joke I always tell, but anytime I date a girl who used to date an Arab guy, I have to do so little. I have to do so little for her to be like, are you the best man I've ever... Sorry, my Arab brothers and sisters, okay? And all the Arab ladies from the Maghreb especially can probably attest to what I'm saying. Like, Arab guys set the bar so goddamn low. You just come in and be like, how's your day? These bitches be like...
Wow. That's funny.
To be honest, okay? So anybody who's watching from my audience, okay, all I would tell you is like, being kind is not a bad thing, but don't be dull. Okay, and niceness, the way that we define it in like dating terms, is synonymous with dull. Okay. How was your? Did you just care about me? It's like that, bro.
I was flaming Arab people. That's crazy.
Hey! Listen, if I'm lying, ladies, let me know if I'm lying. Don't. I don't want to hear no Arab dudes, okay? Because I'm sure some of y'all are good people, okay? Maybe not your girl, but everyone else. Okay? Maybe not your girl, but everyone else. I want to hear from the ladies. I'm telling you. Because I would have these reactions like, I didn't do nothing.
Oh, shit.
Bro, the bar is low. As they would say on the Shade Room, the bar is in hell. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I made dinner one time.
Shit.
She like, because it was a surprise dinner.
Yeah.
So she walked in. Did you like that? Did your mom? Like, she couldn't believe it.
She couldn't believe it.
She couldn't believe that you cooked. I made salmon with like potatoes, garlic sauce, and a little tabbouleh salad. That's it. It's nothing crazy, okay? It's nothing crazy. Takes like maybe 15, 20 minutes max.
It's the best. With
the air fryer, you put in the potatoes and the salmon at the same time. It's not hard.
She went crazy.
As soon as she did this, I'm like, that's gonna be you on my dick. All right. Anyways, I just wanted to say that because I think the way people talk about niceness, they're not talk. You agree or disagree with what I say about niceness?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just funny that you're asking all them Arab girls like their opinion, and the only thing you're gonna see is, oh my God, Abba, you cook?
Yo, listen.
That's the only thing that
without fail, you talk. No. I'm gonna shut my mouth. All this to say, let us know what you guys think in the comments below. All right. I don't want to get a bunch of angry Arab DMs. Chill out, okay? I love your oil countries. You guys are great. Anything else?
No.
All right.
Oh, shit.